from the farthest places in space and time, through a galactic rhyme of a metropolis, of a gift of where you can't go unless you know, within a riddle of what you can't see unless you believe, within a trilogy of what you can't see because it's Trinity, within three is a necessity, within an orb in me, within the three of who you can't be is what the imagery might see, within the imagery of what an MC could actually believe. What's the truth? I'm a God within a universal place with space and time. My riddle is the best rhyme within all. Within I believe the metropolis is our key. And within the space and time is where I go. And even though I was abducted and taken into a new world, within space and time I teach world of what you can't believe, because only my mind has been designed to be able to find each thing and each space and time of a creation through God's rhyme is another one important message from my design. My design is for you to find a metropolis of a design. Now try to see what you can see. Bless up and now you know when you see what it is. Everything is everything. What you got to know is that's my given ring for a sign with me, for me to believe in my rhyme. For you to see that the hill to Zion is the hill time within space and time without the end. And that's me when I'm riding in my Shelby Mustang within the sea Cobra, within the how you know, within the what it's imprinted on the back of the ride, the one. And now I'm like my Audi sign from the farthest within kings and lies. Is who? Kings is the trumpets that come through within space and time. Lies, I find each and every one through the zap of a wire through God's design. And I take it to the king and I send it right back to the dream. And I send it back right through. What should I do? I believe in God, G-O-D. With a light will guide me within invincibility of what I really do see within the mystery of where I got to go within space and time. And you already know all space and time is bilateral, within horizontal, within a bilateral form of what you can't see, what you digitally can't understand within the place and time of how you understand the land. Water runs up and down like the waves crush sound, but the truth of what you gotta remember is the booth of God is letting you in on a digital pixel within a film of what you can't see within your mind's eye of a film of G.O.D. and what he's really digitally imprinting within your message to your box of what you can't see. What's the matrix within the dream track to the back to the highest within the track, what you can't see within the cranium like a spinal cord to the tailbone to the main thing within your main brain. It's called what you don't see. Attract magnetically, spinal cord of what you do see. But what's the track with on the side? No, it's not the riddle of what I'm trying to rhyme. It's a agua drop on the side of what you can't see. Track to the back of each individual orb within me with what you can't see within the space and time. I'm literally a god within the rhyme, god of game through what a mystery could be. What you supposed to do? Flying through the sea, try to get as many as you can. Understand this given plan within the given plan from who God's the most gangster through. But what you got to do is really got to believe. If you really gangster with God, with Marca hustling, what you really got to see is get a pound from the underground and bring it right on back and bring it back to the town. So what you got to do is say it's gangster with God, cause I'm living up to 100 years now within the place and space of where you got to believe in what you see is what it really is with gangster with God. From our most hardcore is hustling within space and time, but the most gangsters on the grind, all the planetary space and time. The best important note for you to remember is take a toke every time you hear smoke. That's the best plan for me within the plan of what you can't understand within God's upper hand, within the lane of what I know, within the digital reel of something going on within God's given spiel of what he's trying to say, within the digital light of what I know, within the planetary structure within my soul. I can take it back, but I don't really want to, cause you already know I'm in front of everybody that you knew. So the plan from military trick way back when, that's the beginning up to the end. But you already know, it's like a murder plot up on my soul, but I already took control. I took 100-mile walk, turned into 1,000, made my way back. What's the sound within the diamond in my third eye? Can't you see? I'm the real lion within me, just lying on the sea, within the imagery of the M.I.C, the best MC, the M.I.M, but what you can't understand within the mimic, if you can. Cause it's the truth of what you gotta do within space and time for you to really rhyme. You know the Hilton design within space and rhyme. It's just a sign of what you need to see, cause everything is everything within the dream of the most purest team. What you gonna do? You gotta take it up into a whole next level. You got a mansion block and then you got an infinity car. What you really gonna do with it? You gotta spend it hard. So the main thing you gotta believe is through the fourth of who. All the military as they pumped up to. The main pixel of what you really can't understand is how they were all rebuilt through the given land. Through the fourth DNA strain of who I am. Through each and every what you can't understand. Military government all around the land. What they trying to do as they just scan. Plan, house as much you can. Really what you got to do is just to make up really what you is. We already know you're an MC. Best within the most important VIP section. Within the planetary sound of what you do. You gotta keep constructing the most important what you knew is what the MC, what they do is in there all in space and time. It's just the most important rhyme of all those people within space. Most important place of where I've actually been. Spiritual places right within the wind is who I am. It's just a masterpiece of what you cannot see. Because digitally imprinted within the message where you got to be is the most important space and time. Masterpiece within the rhyme. Master people in the rhyme. Master God within the line. Star on a captain, can't you see where my 8 gangsters are within space and time? Zapping from afar, so or within space and time, do you see? Digitally, God bless you within the imagery. I'm trying to take the other side, can you believe? I'm really trying to take that ride 42 miles on back. So, one way, 100 miles, what you see? 100 cars designed in front of me. What's I got to do? Leaning across the blood. Sit where I am within my car. What's up? I'm saying, leaning on the steering wheel of what you know. Hanging on for my dear given soul. Trying to take it to the next level. You're trying to rewind all of my soul. But then, 186,000 miles per hour. Zapping through another zap level wire. To a trilogy of what you can't understand. I'm a higher god with an extra dimensional level of another land. Really what you got to do is you already knew is really bring the metropolis back to. If you can do it then you already understand exactly what's been running me within my practice circle which you can't see. Understand exactly how they do. It's just the main crew coming through for each and every one of you. For you to pair it up to its main plan within the land. Everybody rhyming around the given land. Understand? Man the plan, man the plan, man the plan. You gotta understand who's the best MC within the game, don't you know? It's not about that, it's taking it to the red toll of who's doing that through. Who's could be it within the crew, who knew within space and time of the avatar giving rhyme from a space spruce tree to the avatar you see within the imagery of what the GOV apostrophe to the T could do within space and time. But one man rhyme might be so pumped up within a given design, he might be able to find. Take a structure what you can't see. Never know exactly what the real jigsaw lead could be within the imagery of what you do not know. Take it to the next level of what you can't see. Take the whole downtown and you spectrum what you know. Take it to a digital reel of what you saw my throat. What you got to do is you really have got to believe. Escalades and BMWs, everything in the scene. BMWs, Audis, everything within the dream. Audis, mainstreams, everything within the given scene. Everything from where you go with what you real. Really, we gotta be able to understand how I feel. The truth of what you got to remember is how the boot. G.O.D. and me and whatever they're doing through. G.O.D. within the chemistry of what I know. Just G.O.D.'s chemistry coming through a rip within space and time's whole. Within wherever I go, within the riddle what I know, speaking through a star soul. All the love in the heart of the world, all the love in the heart of the world, all the love in the heart of the world. To riddle through the quiz of what you cannot really see, through the imagery of what you really got to believe within the sound of space and time. Through what you know, through the imagery of a given presence, it's what you can't see within the soul is what you really got to really do. Make them laugh and smile as much as possible for you to be able to laugh a while within space and time. For them to be able to give the best message back through the rhyme of what you knew you were doing through. Best and most important message to me is really we're gonna save and protect this planetary structure underneath what I see. The best imagery of what I know. The best world is the previous world of what there ever was, without a doubt, within the sound of who they are. A star from so far, within masterpieces from here to there, within the air, within the masterpiece of where we're talking about those, and you already know it's hope. What you got to do within the space and time within. Air first right back within the wind and now I'm oxygen. Who could you be within the energy of who we are so far within the track? Talking about John Brown, and you understand like way back from all the spies that was doing that like that. But now you know as I brought them on in and I say I got every single one of them in the wind. But you gotta understand that they trying to tap in within these robotical forces of what's really going on in another dimension within the space and time. Like ISS already knew, but they got captains doing what they do. Of the scenario of what you can't see within the imagery of what you really gotta be in MIC. MIB knew from way back when, like a digital light bouncing all over in the wind, and now I just zapped it right back through, and now nobody can understand. But the light within me is the imagery of what you can't actually see, cause you really gotta know it's like taking an MIB within the Area 51 team, and now they right on your side carrying briefcases like you can see, chained to the mind. But really you can't understand God's design and why he's finding all these imageries are right where you are, taking tattoos like a book and taking it right to the farthest reaches of time and space for you to remember what it is. Take a dream and understand the scenery within the sound of what they be producing within the imagery of where you going around the town, for you to understand what's really going on within the round, the down, and whatever they be doing, going around the sound system in the space and time for you to be able to get this given run. Limos, escalades, everything within the page. Can you really believe within the book of Job? What you really gotta understand, it's supposed to be given what you are. The star from so far within comets and space and time, like meteors actually landed on a mind. But really, a mind within a given 10, for you to see. 10 gazillion dollars is what I be. But what you don't see is actually worth more, because I'm such an underground god, I just snore. Zero. 100 pounds, 100 pounds, 100 pounds, wherever and there, everywhere we going around, everywhere within the air, everything be shipping through the space and time through planes, but everything that every time they actually disappear within my ring, I'm trying to wonder what is really going on within the disappearing song of what's really going on. I'm trying to say I see a plane within the sky that's mine, disappearing in space and time, other side rhyme. Where did it go? Orb chases it down within the space and time's world, whatever they be doing within space and time for me to see the imagery of whatever they trying to find through digitally imprinted messages through space and time, through an orb, through a digital pixel, through giving minds of who brought you up within space and time before you were born, through the other sides of what the dimension is beside the rhyme. Truth of what you need to know is God's booth. Family, harmony, peace and you, peace and key, keys and Z. Let's ride. Harmony through the most important stars, to the best people that there ever were around the world, cause the truth of what we got to know is like really where we're supposed to go within space and stars. Once you are there, UFO ride within the air like a NASA spaceship going where? Take a ride within the energy of what you could be. A monkey within space and time, do it digitally. Reimprint the image rich, we can't understand the box of the nation of what we actually used to run. Compression within the space and time, like the world was a box within the rhyme. Computer or whatever the digital points of view, or whatever the points we actually do as they spin around. A cube within space and time, digital points within the other side's rhyme. Take a cube, draw a circle on design. What's your main point of what's your main design? Digital giants living on this planetary sound structure from way back when, like doing what they had to do, leaving footprints within the wind, digitally finding the other side to the fourth dimension of what other ones could find. What's they supposed to do as they tapped into, as aliens dropping down within space and time for them to find the information for how to design the planetary sound structure from the most bizarre worlds there ever was. Before time and space became what it is, and that's the quiz, what we gotta find through us digital minds to actually be able to design the truth of how these digital scanners within each of God's booths, while each and every one of them are connected to who? All the people that really look through. And that's my main giving, really giving booth, cause nobody knows how many you see. Millions and millions and millions of people all over the world thinking he's 24/7. What's the reason why though? Cause they actually doing them. Because they're doing something through timing of what you can't see within the energy of what you really supposed to believe. It's called the Mayan calendar. It's called every 57th met 50. Every 57,000 millenniums, a light comes back through on a digital side of what you can't see, a flat rhyme of what the world could be as a digital pixel, as a film goes through, as ISS flies over and you see what you knew from way back when of what you can understand as it just starts over from beginning to end. And then bust up through time, 42 within my rhyme, that's my most given diamond shining within my most blinding, igniting that flame within the game of staying sane underneath the ringer within space and time, like a most given chance for you to understand the dance of what the most people do through the most important group. The best of the people do what we used to do. The most important now, understand the sound, giving chance for you to understand the ran, the ran, the ran. Understand the land, the plan, giving out like within everywhere we go, within sound structure, within space and time. We're giving design, the masterpiece within one's mind for you to shine, shine, shine. The most important rhymes is a given chance for you to be invincibly, impossibly, and like the most important do within space and time, or with them what you can understand, with the given chance for you to actually be able to run this land like a from here to there, where within the air. The most important thing within space and time, or where I am, is just the most important. Also what I've said within my mind, every God's design, finding every given sign, just to like when you hear, when your voice goes unclear, and it's just the same thing as how much you've been rhyming from back then to now, and everything's been coming through from the sound of what it is within the sound wave of how you knew, because what I said through. But the truth of what you do is you gotta keep it true to the God's booth. Literally, you gotta keep it true to God's booth in all space and time, because God's given rhyme is a diddle's matrix within the mind. Take an orb, take a time and thing within space and time, and what you got to believe. I mean, how what you gotta understand is how words are digitally re-imprinted through the mind's eye, wired through my tongue. What you can't see, like each and every electric brain of each and every transmitter within each and every brain of all the of whatever they can't believe of how many there actually could be. Millions, millions, millions of people always thinking of me. Escalades, escalades, escalades team. That's really what you really got to believe throughout space and time, cause it's 42, giving rhyme, giving rhyme. The best time that I ever had was in space and time. It's always a dream, it's the best world. The best dream is the best scene. The best scenario is where you go within place and time. Let me take myself there within given rhyme. All I got to do is just shine, shine, shine. Escalades everywhere, all the places, every space. Back to a mix of something from 2006 till now, like 6 clouds running over, but the sound of a surround sound system pumping through is like a metropolis of another dude coming to, of what they can't do, of what you can't see, even though it's invincibly already mapped out for you not to believe. But if I told you the truth of what I know, it's like riding in a dump truck, taking 15, 16,000 pounds in the back, then you flip. Your life goes through like an instinct, but the first thing you see is an imagery of your dream. It tells you something, it tells you something for you to see.
We might perfect something that could benefit all mankind.
What you need to know, as a foretold of a light from the other side ignites to the flame of an ignition through your soul's given main brain of what you need to remember within the main game, to maintain the main pain. Actually to release, or whatever you want to call it, to save. The truth of the booth, of what you need to know in God's booth is what I see. So digitally, should I actually express what I know? Even though there's other people in my riddle, but some's only as a what? I said it's a 2, but if through, who knew? And then 2 more, and then came through. But what's the track, what I know? Galactically maxims within my soul. Trapped within the back for a riddle. Within the fact of what all actually are. A star from so far against the farthest reaches in planetary sound structures in place and time. I'm talking Chris Walters. What's it doing within the rhyme? He's posted up in the woods, I can see the design. Semi-rise by an hour. Pop goes tired. Now I'm going to Zion. I'm like, oh my God, what should I do? Flipped over in a dump truck, 150,000 miles per hour. You don't even know exactly how fast my mind was going through this hour. As I was being zapped faster and faster, found God's power. But what the most equivalent things was what could I do? You already knew I could have lit the man on fire. But the truth of the booth is, why should I take the devil when God's gonna do his own duty? And the truth of what you know, the devil against God's soul. And that's the truth of what the God's booth of what you see. Next riddle is as he's driving by me. A red light through the old game, can't you understand? As he's talking plexiglass within the hand. But really it's just like, can you understand? Me giving see. I already know digital red lights all around me, but I already got the red, cause I'm the one coming underneath the head of what you can't see within the imagery of who's really riding over my head as I'm driving through the land. It's like a raptor coming through. What you already knew is I'm wired up to him, and you already knew he's driving right over me. For me to be the most galactic, what you can't see. Memory, from back when, all the times, from back in the game, like Big Pokey in the oxygen and what he used to breathe, as we used to rhyme together, making the most molten poster, like you can't see porcelain came through for him, for me, but now you understand, it's like the most important given part of the land, from back then till now and again, but the most important part is, yeah, we just be friends, from back then, all the thing, what you know, he gradually took back to that wire within my soul, what you can see within the imagery, and now you can believe it, what you're trying to do within space and time, what he's trying to see within the imagery. So it took front back what now? I said took back from the fact of what I saw. My saw what I saw within my seat. But now the next scene and what you can't actually understand is be on the street saying, damn, what just happened, man? I was just cutting out the van. Now you understand he's dropping around the line.
Deeper and deeper
what you got to
until it was
believe on the side, cause he's always popping everybody's ride, tie on your side, not on the dying, what's Soraya, what you see, the imagery of what I be with the galactic knowledge of what I know, the most important piece of a galactic piece of information is a wormhole. Like from way back when, they're talking about him again. From back to Big E to Tupac and all them. From everybody, all the people that was bitching and complaining. Everybody saying everything within the name. And you already know A.I.M.C's got him dot like lock within space and time, like a tattoo and rhyme, like a wrist sees Mickey. And you already know it's just right on time. But what's the riddle to the rhyme? Compression within my design, take it back to a Native American within my track of what I know, a tree of what I lean back against within my soul, an imagery of what I used to be in the past, soul of my energy of what I used to be within my past, energy of what I used to what? Can you even understand connection? What can you understand within the connection through the roots of the tree? A necessity that brings me to the light within me, the compression of what I know within my satellite, within my mind, dish complexion, what you can't design. Because it's true, what you really gotta do is really believe. Watch those satellite dishes every season within space and time for you to be on that gangster's grind. Every reason what's around. Salsa, y'all, within my eye. I gotta feel my belly button. Reason why? Because I'm like full from all the people that I used to bring in. Like ha ha ha. Now you can hear from oxygen from back then, from now down and again. But every time they say boom, you already know it's me within the wind. Cause you're looking down on the wrong one. Don't forget what you're supposed to do. Go on to the next King's crown through the sound of what you got to see. Golden tip, golden always rolling without a me, without a turn. Sound system within the sky. This most important reason digitally reinvented within my mind's eye. Can't you understand? Probably optically broken down within the land. Through a mind's eye portal of a general. Times 10 times 50 times the rest of yo. But what you can't understand is your test competing with me. It's like a drug. What is it? Would y'all understand the factory of what you can't understand of what I want? Packing the best of everything within underneath the gun. Cause you understand what I'm saying? All the way back to you already know and I ain't playing. But the truth of what he was doing from back when is underneath the cloud of what he's riding within. Is he's just saying from back to then to now and again, or whatever they doing through, you already knew we looking through the time and the who, within the riddle of the quiz, who's the next, what, within the sound, I say Erie 51, I say Dr. Dre, who's the team to save everyone, but now you know within my surround sound system, in my sky, my reason why is that's my team, and now they just say the base, the reason why I riddle to the quiz. Yo, within the sound of what it is, within the whiz up there, I'm all within space and time, like they caught him in the rhyme, but nobody's even gotta even charm. That's the reason time, cause you can understand within mine. That's the reason why I got my design within my diamond, within my mind, and be blind and igniting that flame underneath the brain, or underneath the game, or what you're trying to do, saying it's underneath the brain, or within the side. You understand the reason why. Galactic glow, understand the reason what we doing around the world is we trying to protect every single person through the sound system through the sky. So the chosen ones got the reason why. No, there is no reason why. But not getting out black and bring it back to the white light within space and time. Let's figure everybody out in the black part of the rhyme. But the reason of what you can't see within the riddle, what you know is black and white light within the riddle through the soul. When you travel through a different portal of what you can't really believe, because it's another part of the scene, abduction zone, which you never see my old home. But where I used to be was on the couch, and now I just roam as well as I'm like, what? Electric connected to who? Within the zap of a tech, what you can believe through.
Late.